Nice that OCTGN keeps it up to date. Very
Okay,
important.
so what did I miss? He just summoned a scorn pass.
Yeah,
Okay?
unfortunately, that's not really gonna be enough though, so I think that's game.
That's
Yeah,
it. Okay, game
That's
2.
game. Okay, there you go.
very
back on it.
unfortunate.
Just
We'll give them the option to reset the board again for their final game.
Do
I
that,
think
do that.
that.
That was a
Okay.
quite exciting game though. Michael really stalled it out well there. I thought the game would be over much earlier after that amazing Shantoto.
Yeah, that is what sealed out the game, though, I feel.
Yeah, it totally, like, Michael had the edge in the early game, but then completely got hit by that wall Shantoto made. Shantoto
I-
just drew a line.
Get some good delaying tactics with the Cloud of Darkness just to keep some of the cards off of the board. But he just didn't have the economy.
No, no.
We are seeing it seems like Earth synergizes with Ice a lot better than Water does. Not just because Tobi's winning, but you can definitely see the
Yeah.
sort of the links happening better. I mean,
Yeah.
Michael's
still
cards
haven't
are very
seen a
good
lot of
standalone,
golems.
but
We haven't seen many golems, and we haven't seen much of Kefka nor Gippal, which are the real
Yeah.
synergies with Ice. So,
I think.
I mean, he's not
Earth
shown
is
much
an
of it.
incredibly synergistic color. I think pretty much everything runs well with Earth.
Definitely.
And Ice is such a good color in its own right. I
Yeah.
think Ice Earth is the most logical.
Indeed.
I mean, I am very much enjoying this card game because there is no one outstanding element beyond the rest. There are very good
Ice.
elements, but...
Ice. Did someone say
Yeah.
ice?
Well,
yeah.
actually, before this game, I definitely felt that Earth was the best single element on its own.
Yeah, I do
Because
think
of-
so too,
I
actually.
didn't think that. I think Earth is a brilliant thing, but I can't see anyone running pure Earth.
No, there's no
That is
decks
true.
that run optimally on pure, but on its own, before you can combo it with everything
Opus
else.
2, we're going to have a lot.
Oh,
Oh,
the
wow.
immediate discard 2.
That is fantastic
That
play.
is the most annoying play.
He had two 9k forwards on the very first turn and attacking his opponent's hand by 2 already.
And actually, that is.
Full
I'm
momentum.
sure Tobi's going to be very disheartened from seeing that. I think
Yeah.
he realizes that is.
Very
brutal.
frustrating to face. Very frustrating
I
indeed.
mean, I can't really say much else other than I think that closes the game out.
Yeah.
Straight away.
It's quite possible, but we still might see something like them both hitting and the Geel, for example.
Yeah, it's just okay. How do I? How can he?
Taking such a huge hit to your starting foundation before even having any opportunity to do anything
Yeah.
is devastating, especially if it's a hand you wanted.
Back up, so I
Absolutely,
think is the way
absolutely.
forward here.
I mean, he was obviously sitting there counting his hand, like calculating what plays he's made, and suddenly he has to pitch 2 of them already.
Yeah,
Really
it's
frustrating.
very very jarring to see that.
Only managing
it's
to
very
produce a
consistent
single
as
backup.
well because you play 3 of each.
So he's probably gonna have to aim for a Shantoto this game as well. Maybe a Mustadio,
true.
maybe a Geel. Those are probably his options at the moment. He has to get some of these 3 to be able to counter this huge aggression.
Laguna. Okay,
Oh,
that
that's
doesn't.
not-
That doesn't.
Yeah, it's
We were
just a
wait- we were
doll.
waiting for Stadio, but that didn't come unfortunately.
That's just
But
a doll.
The Stadio might come down here, or Shantoto might be another very early game
Indeed.
entrance, and that would actually mean that he would have 2 backups to an empty field, which would be quite amazing actually.
Yeah, Geel would be a fantastic play at this point as well. I'm feeling
he's
that
got a
would
lot
be
of
the best
options
play.
actually. Jill, Shantoto, even Mustadio to a certain extent. Hit the Laguna and you're left with a 6k on board. It's
Yeah, that's a fantastic thing with Mustadio. Even from just one backup, Mustadio is still a great play at this point. Let's see what he does.
He's got the chill.
Oh,
okay.
that's a Geel.
Good, that
Wow.
helps.
So the game is not over yet, folks.
yes.
The game is not over yet. We can breathe again.
I definitely got disheartened for Tobi without considering the cards that.
Yeah.
that
There is a reason he
could've
got
actually
this
had.
far. There is a
This
reason
is
he got
true,
this far.
yes. Okay. Now perhaps he's hoping, maybe he does already have the Shantoto, but he's hoping that Michael's going to commit to the board a little bit more, so he
Mhm.
could get more value for the Shantoto.
Yeah, he would prefer to get one more backup. So he just, like, one more backup would have been a huge difference, making the Shantoto that much cheaper.
Okay, nothing from Michael there.
Mm,
must
well,
have
he
no
probably
backups
doesn't want to
because,
play into the Shantoto, and he probably didn't
Yeah.
have any backups, so that's probably what happened, I'm thinking. Or it is mostly summons, could be, and there aren't any targets for him at the moment.
Well, let's. I'm sort of rooting for Tobi here to come back. When you're coming against that sort of opening, you sort of have to root for the underdog a little bit.
Yeah, praying that the economy start might beat the aggressive start. We'll see.
Yes. Taking 2 damage will be very negligible if he can get that Shantoto down.
Indeed. It's turned into a very slow game.
Yeah.
That's what happens. It's such an important moment, this. Are you going to go for the more economy play, or are you going for the aggressive play? Is he really gonna like play a forward now despite wanting to play the Shantotto? But not playing a forward now is such a giveaway. If he doesn't play a forward, he knows it's a Shantotto coming, so...
Right, no Shantotto coming down here then, because
No.
he's paying an even amount.
Well,
Seraphine.
yeah, okay.
Interesting.
It's still a cheap play, though. We'll see.
Well, let's see. I can't actually see their... Oh, I can see their break zone still. Oops. No, I can move back there.
Yeah. We've got Sarah back and Michael probably going to go through one of the cards he tossed right at the beginning. Sarah! So they've both taken Sarah back.
Okay. The winky face from Michael there. Oh dear. Alternatively, he could still have the Shantotto in hand, trying to bait Michael to play that forward he's just given him. It's a very weird play though, playing that Seraphine. I don't really understand it, if I'm being honest. There's not much I can see going on. Oh,
well,
actually, it's quite interesting because
it could be a golem bait.
No, he's forced to Oh, that's actually true. Yes, that's quite a good call.
It could be, but we still don't really know. I mean, Michael could still put that Seraphine down and deal 2 damage, so we don't really know what's coming. And that's scary, of course. Michael has actually 7 cards in hand now, so if he doesn't produce anything, we're really surprising. I mean, and he doesn't really want to play another forward because we know that the Seraphine was just a play because he had too many cards in hand. So he probably just want to bait into Shantotto, I'm still thinking. Michael should definitely go for the economy play here and not committing too much to the board. But if he can deal with that Shantotto before the golem, that would be great, because at this point it's a little bit scary.
But you can see the sort of the threat that Earth poses, even in that such an advantageous position with 2 9k forwards, you're scared to attack because of a silly little summon like that.
Indeed.
Ooh, okay.
Shiva, nice,
that makes
nice.
A lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense indeed.
Yeah, that's much better. That's 2 damage for Michael right there, probably.
Well, we'll see. Maybe
Probably.
We'll praise the EX first. Let's see what happens.
In this game, both players have a lot of cards in their hand, so we're gonna see a lot of good counters here. So many options.
Does not look like a good.
Oh, double scroll. That's definitely not ideal. I mean, 1 of each scroll, so it's not so bad, but it's...
This is not looking particularly happy.
Indeed. Though Michael didn't end up playing any more forwards or backups. Kind of surprising.
Yeah, it's Or maybe he's going, let's see what you do with this Squall and Laguna first,
yeah, I suppose.
I'll play around what you're playing.
If he's hit by Shantotto now, it's still gonna hurt.
This isn't over yet at all because of the economy that he's got in his back row.
Yeah, definitely. He would like to play another backup though, so that Shantotto becomes a full card cheaper.
Oh, only 1 gold. Could it be? Could it be?
Well, it definitely could be, because as Michael doesn't have any backups...
Oh, however, he hasn't dulled the Earth, so it could be Sephiroth with keeping Golem in hand.
Yeah, it could be. Michael have 4 cards in hand, and it would be a huge thing starting to hit things from the hand while there are no backups out. It's a really nice
I think Tobi needs to realise that 3 backups to none is fine, so, you know, wasting cards for the Shantotto is absolutely... forgivable here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we see the Sarah plays a safe way out at the moment, and with the golem it's still of substantial size. It's definitely still a threat, though there could be another Shiva, so another 2 damage are dealt. We don't really know that yet.
It is quite interesting that Michael added the Sarah back to his hand, considering he has no backups.
Yeah.
He will have to discard 2 for that, which is...
Yeah. The advantage with Shantoro here is, of course, that he doesn't have to play the Shantoro. He could just go for another forward, for example.
Is Golem 1 cost or 2 cost?
One cost.
1 cost, it tightens the 2
Yeah,
cost.
Titans too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Discards the Gordon, okay. Yeah, that wouldn't be doing much. I don't think Michael's intending to play defensively at any point in this game.
Definitely not. Right, so what do you think Michael is going to do?
The problem with Shiva is he has to trade 3 cards for 2 damage, so he can quickly lose advantage. He can quickly lose
yeah,
resources.
but Sarah is down for 2 turns, so that would still be very good. Forcing another card out of Tobi's hand, having to play something.
Another Shiva here would be huge. It would put Tobi in a life or death situation very early in this game.
Well, Michael would want something like a snow as well, so not having a backup is a huge deal.
Oh wow!
6?
Yuna, nice!
Okay.
Nice, that is a really good play.
And actually now, in addition, he's if he can play Leviathan now as well for a reduced cost pretty much. So. And
on his coming turn, his opponent is absolutely forced to produce at the very least 2 forwards.
Oh, he got it! He got it!
Oh, wow!
That's gonna...
Yeah, that screws it up for Michael. That totally screws it up for Michael.
That is actually...
That has to go on Laguna.
Yeah, well, it's kind of scary putting it on Laguna, because Laguna means he gets a freeze, so I think Squall is probably a safer option still.
Yeah, you have to pick the Squall here, because you can't afford to get frozen and dulled.
Yeah. Absolutely terrifying giving him another Shiva to hand, sort of. Possible at the very least.
No, leaving the Laguna up is the 7k instead of the 6k, so that's...
yeah.
Each option could turn out...
Yeah.
On Tobi's part, to be honest. But...
Definitely, but both are enough to defeat the small little Seraphy, so I think this is the best option to go with. On the next turn, he could get anything from... Even if Tobi is able to produce another forward or 2, if he could get like both a Laguna and a Shiva out, it could still be game.
Look at it though. He's got 8 cards in hand. That's ridiculous. Wait, what did he do to get?
It was Yuna.
He got Sarah sent back hand.
Yeah, 5 to 6 and then 6 to 8. So actually, this will make for a very good semi-final third game. We could be in for another hour-long game here.
Well, it's relatively easy. We're gonna see Sarah making an appearance to pull that last card out of his hand, of course.
Not leaving Seraphy standing.
Yeah, in this position, I think you would definitely want to try and establish your forwards, because and now if he only plays 1 forward, a Leviathan will just end the game.
Yeah, imagine if he hit an EX burst there. That would have been terrible. Yeah, we know Sarah will make an appearance now, but he still needs another cheap forward to be able to block.
He doesn't even have to be a cheap forward.
No, fair enough. He could produce 2 expensive forwards as well, actually.
Yeah, to be honest, with Michael's next draw, he can't play like Sarah, Shiva, Leviathan. He has to play one or the other. So 2 forwards will protect him.
Yeah, it is going to be a Sarah and something though.
Sarah. Doesn't seem to want to be friends with Seraphy.
Indeed.
Sarah and Seraphy, sort of like.
That's why there is a small distance in between them.
Yeah,
that's where Serag is gonna go.
Yeah.
The space between the F and the H.
Yeah. I definitely think someone should do an alternative card art on Sarah where she's holding a watering can instead. That'd be fantastic.
I'd have to get the 13-2 render, Sarah.
That's another question. What's the second forward?
Can I give Seraphy the bow?
Yeah, alternatively, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fantastic.
That'd be easier, especially in that art style.
So another question. What is the forward gonna be? What is the second forward?
I mean, in the lore of World of Final Fantasy to 13, do Sarah and Seraphy have any link? Or not? Are they completely separate? And it's just
they're very separate.
Completely separate, and Sarah does exist independently.
Okay.
She doesn't turn up, but she is mentioned.
Wasn't sure whether like Sarah or something from like Link from Legend of Zelda. Seraphi's the little fairy that flies around and goes, "Hey, listen!"
Seraphi's just some. She's a sylph, essentially, but she's Earth for some reason in this game. Seraphi should, by all rights, be a wind card.
Yeah.
Oh, and Hammer comes down as well. Okay, that's.
And
there you go. Got to get some more of that delicious Wild of Final Fantasy lore.
Definitely. And we saw the golem being discarded, so he sat with the golem there all the time.
I do wonder if Tobi's drawn the Shantotto now that he's got more of a board.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Snow. Okay, that's.
Snow is a good one though.
Oh yeah, he couldn't tap the back row because it was wrong colour. That's a shame.
Yeah.
That would have been quite big if he could have had the right colour there, but.
Definitely. Though
okay,
Tobi's still at 4 cards.
He has to carefully consider with what he's going to attack with now, if he's going to attack at all, because.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guarding with Laguna against Squall probably is the best.
Yeah, I think he's gonna make one attack. Probably just the one attack and then just leave it, because he can probably afford and play another backup, and he has Tama just in case. We also see a Jill and a Monk,
just in case as well.
So a lot of combat tricks available for Tobi.
It is amazing the amount of sort of strategy we've gained through just one set. You know, it's very.
Yeah,
when you compare
definitely.
it to Opus 2, all this stuff is very basic in comparison, but it will still make it very interesting games. And I think Square Enix have done a very good job of balancing all the elements out.
Yeah, for a first set, this is amazing, to be honest. I've never seen a card game this good as a first set.
Yeah, I think that's probably why Opus 1's looking to be, or is larger than any of the upcoming sets.
Yeah, definitely.
Just because it's got so much core.
Yeah.
Even Opus 3, which has a deck in it, has decks in it, it doesn't have any. Like, I think it's got like 160 cards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think most cards that get introduced in newer card games generally have like vanilla effects. Like there are basic cards like standard units in this set that do nothing, but the ratio is like 3-to-1 of the cards that have effects and the cards that don't have effects. So
in Opus 2, we've got standard units which are ridiculously broken.
Yeah, and more synergies to them as well.
Yeah, they have a nice edge to them, you could say.
Oh, nice one.
That was the deck I won my pre-release with, was an edge deck.
Really?
Yep, I got 2 of him. And
Alright.
I had a playset of both Wind and Lightning Ninjas.
But let's see what Michael does now.
And how many packs was that in 6 packs?
4.
Oh wow, what? That's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's what I won.
I would say you stacked, but to stack 4 packs would be quite impressive.
But there's not going to be an edge in this game. There's not going to be an edge in this game. Michael needs to rely on something else to actually have a shot at this turn.
Yeah. If there was a single card, either if you could put a single card from Opus 2 that you could put into your Opus 1 decks, what would it be?
From Opus 2 in 1 or 1 from 2?
2 in 1.
A deer. Oh no, Fusoya. Lightning Fusoya.
Yeah, Fusoya was actually amazing. I really like this one. But what do you think Michael is going to do now, though? That's the interesting part here.
Tobi just saying he can flash his cards into play with Tama.
Yeah, we know that.
Just as his casual reminder, but if he has a Shiva and Snow attacking, would result in some. Ooh.
I see what he did there. He just said basically.
By the way, Tama.
Yeah, okay, that's.
He probably didn't have anything, to be honest.
Yeah, because that's the third. No, I reckon he had a forward of some sort. Maybe not.
He could have. He could have.
It's his third mind game this time because of the 2 threats of Golem last time that he didn't have.
Attacking with set.
But imagine if he hits into a good EX burst now, it would still be huge.
Oh wow! I can't believe this game has flipped so quickly.
Going.
And the great thing is, it didn't flip because of Shantotto, which is amazing. Because at the start, you know, we all thought that Shantotto was the only way he was going to recover here, and then he got the Jill, and then he got the Mustadio. Okay, I mean, and now actually, oh no, hang on, Tobi has to play something here, or he's going to have to discard, which is not ideal.
Yeah, definitely. But 6 cards in hand, of course, he wants to produce something. He can't just sit around letting Michael draw into his win condition.
I think, hang on, Snow would dole 1, a Shiva would dole the other.
Yeah, it's absolutely
Yeah,
plausible
if
to win,
he
but we,
can't. He only needs one forward here to protect
yeah,
himself.
we need another forward.
Oh, we've just heard a non-sound, which means that he can't play the card he was trying to play.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Devout. That's not
Devout.
a forward.
That's not a forward. But Tama is a bit of a forward, so we might still see one.
Something he could potentially flash in at the last second to save himself. He might have Sephiroth in hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that would make for the
Well,
first striking.
Unfortunately, though, we still have a priority. So at the moment, he can't really flash in the Sephiroth. So
No, exactly. He'd have to do that after his stuff would be built.
yeah, exactly. So we'll see.
Not having priority would actually be the better situation.
It's hard to say. I mean, it leaves the option of Michael to play something at the moment.
I'm actually surprised. It's the first Devout back row we've seen, and it is the best back row in Ice, in my opinion. You can run anything from either of your two colours.
Well,
and you
I
can do
think
it
it's because Earth is so big and Hekaton Share is not very fun to play against with Devout. It's probably why at the moment.
Hekaton Share is definitely the anti-Devout card, but the great thing about Devout is it technically counts as a forward that can't be targeted with effects. So, like, if your opponent plays Shantotto, you can instantly get a forward back on board after it's been played.
Yeah, or after you play Shantotto.
But it has to be done in your turn.
Yeah, you can do it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
like after your own Shantotto.
Just another Sarah. That's not. Oh. Okay, that's weird.
Why not? But it's not gonna save him. It's kind of awkward sitting there with 6k when there's a Squall on board, although we know the first shot is gonna go against Snow, so we'll see.
Okay, so I think what Michael's strategy here is just to try to overrun on forwards and if he matches the forwards, that prevents his opponent from attacking, basically.
But he needs to draw into some sort of win condition here. We need to see something like G locking a forward and later him drawing into, for example, a Shiva. But unfortunately, we're probably just gonna see Tobi on the top side here, stacking cards and all the tools available in his hand. It's really scary to be up against. He has so many tools.
He might bring in Laguna using Devout.
Well, in my opinion, one of the better moves at the moment would be Cloud of